Welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We have 3 replays for you today, and each one using a different deck. The first replay here is using my Red Dragon Archfiend somewhat Centurion deck. I checked out the Emblema Oaths, I don't really care. I was like, yeah, it's not as competitive now that it doesn't have Emblema Oath, but also, who cares? I don't. Let's go have fun. I have selected to go first and opened a pretty not great hand, but it's okay going second, and I'll have a lot of hand chips going second, so we'll send Vision with Bone to summon itself. Vision effect to add. Oh. Yeah, that is a good Ash Blossom in this situation. If I saw that, I would absolutely Ash the Vision Resonator because there's no reason you'd ever summon Bone like that. Bone effect, sending from deck to grave a Crimson Resonator, will set the Imperm and pass our turn. Now my opponent's doing a bunch of stuff. They're going to activate a hero or branded opening. Almost said a hero lives. That's just simply not true. We're going to Ash Blossom that and then chain the Maxi because there's a few things they could have here. Why are we Ash Blossoming the branded opening? They're playing a 60 card deck. We should save the Ash for the branded fusion, of course. But I'd rather not. So fuck off. They're going to normal summon Springin's Kit. We are going to Imperm that. And I was going to save the Imperm for the branded fusion summon, but because they normal summoned Springin's Kit, it was pretty damn obvious they were not getting into branded fusion here, because that was their way of searching it. Draw for turn Primero was actually a really good card to draw here, but for some reason I go Bone Archfiend, send Vision instead, Vision effect to add a Crimson Gaia. Then I activate Crimson Gaia and use its effect to add a Soul Resonator from my deck to my hand, so I don't normal summon the Primero. Well, okay. Effect to add Synchron Resonator. Then we go synchro these two into a 7 into Kui-Belt. Activate our special summon Synchro Resonator from my hand. Then synchro these two into a synchro 8 into Scar Dragon Archfiend. Now why don't we use Kui-Belt's effect to pop the Springin's Kit? Well, simply put, Scar Dragon Archfiend has the same effect, and that will put a Red Dragon Archfiend in our graveyard. We'll have Vision back, special it, and synchro into Dispater. Then we'll use the effect of Scar Dragon Archfiend to special summon out RDA from the extra deck as the synchro summon. And because Scarred was used for the synchro summon of a monster, we can destroy all attack position monsters my opponent controls. Because if monsters destroyed by battle or card effect, we can special back from the grave Scar Dragon Archfiend. And that's why we didn't Kui-Belt. Now battle phase, declare attack with RDA and Predaplant Sarracenia. RDA declare an attack that gets destroyed, then he's going to destroy the Red Dragon Archfiend. But we are going to banish Soul Resonator instead to protect it. And then RDA effect will pop it. Then that goes to send or add a Predaplant monster, which is going to add Biblisp. Then we're going to attack with Scarred and Dispater. But yeah, I did give Predaplant a try. I gave it an honest try. I spent like I think 6 hours trying it over the course of a few days, and just don't. Honestly, I could not think of a way to make pure Predaplant work. Like it's just bad. Biblisp effect is going to add a Predaplant Spell or Trap, I believe, or Predaplant Monster, which is Orpheus Scorpio. And then Aluber is going to add Branded Fusion. Sure. Activating Branded Fusion, a bit weird, but sure. Sending Romarine and Albaz to summon Albion, the Branded Dragon. Albion effect to fuse, and then Romarine effect as Chain Link 2, so I can't Dispater them. Good for them. They're chain blocking me here, so I respect it. Romarine sending from deck to grave a plant monster, being the Drosophilum Hydra, banishing the Albaz and the Springin's Kit to summon into Lubellion. Lubellion effect to summon, discarding a card to shuffle back, and then Chain Link 2 Branded Regain, stopping me from negating with Dispater. Good on you, brother. You're doing the good. You are doing the good. Adding back to hand, drawing one card, or shuffling back to the deck and drawing one card, and then fusing Lubellion and Albaz into a Dragostapelia, because they are playing Branded Predaplant. Orpheus Scorpio effect, our normal summon, special one from the deck. Darlington Cobra effect to add a fusion spell, adding Predator Prime Fusion, which can fusion summon using dark monsters on either field, 2 dark monsters you control, and then anything else on the opponent's field. But it has to fusion a dark fusion monster, so that card is completely ass. Anyways, Trifle Veritum. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dragostapelia is going to lower its level to 1, negate its effects. Darlington Cobra is going to banish to tribute this to special one, because the Predaplant counter is on the field. Then he can attack with Trifle Veritum. Because the monster is destroyed, Crimson Gaia can revive back the Scar Dragon Archfiend. And now he can't attack me for game. Well, he couldn't anyways, but you know. Main phase 2, pass back to me, draw for turn. Ash Blossom. As much as I would like to normal summon Primera Synchro 12 here, if he places Dragostapelia onto my Scarred, I will just lose. And so we have to instead go Crimson Gaia, adding Vision, and then go Battle Phase. Crimson Gaia effect to put everything face down, Dragostapelia effect to negate the effects of that monster. Is it negate the effects or activated effects? It's activated effects, yeah. So even if he had placed the counter first, Scar Dragon Archfiend would still be considered RDA, and so Crimson Gaia would still flip everything face down. Drosophilum Hydra will activate its effect Banishing to make a monster on the field lose 500 attack. Oh no! Anyways, flip everything face down, which is great for me. The card was banished, so we can shuffle it back to draw one card. I'm going to Ash this. I don't know why I Ash this. I don't think it mattered. I should have saved this for a better situation, or a better card on my opponent's turn, but whatever. I Ash Blossomed it because I'm a greedy piece of poop. Oh, I know why I Ash this. It's because I can win here if he doesn't have any effects. RDA will summon itself back out. Now we can use the effect of RDA declaring an attack. And because it attacked a defense position monster, we can destroy all defense position monsters my opponent controls. I had a stroke. Normal Primera effect to add from deck to hand Stand-Up Centurion. Effective Bone Archfiend, sending from field to grave Scar Dragon Archfiend. That way the Trifle Veritum cannot special itself back out. Because he... Oh wait, no, this is an Ignition effect anyway, so he couldn't do this on my turn. But Scar Dragon Archfiend will activate summon from nature deck a normal RDA once again. Then we can Synchro Bone and Primera into a Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. Special Invasion from my hand and using the effect of Red Dragon Archfiend, destroying as many other special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible, with attack less than or equal to this card, then inflict 500 damage to opponent for each monster destroyed. I don't remember where I did this, but I'm pretty sure a while back I used this effect, and I think that I got Book of Eclipse in response to this, but he still popped and destroyed cards, and I still did damage to my opponent. This came up at Locals a little bit ago, and I was very confused because I'm like, no, I've done this before. And I've done it on video, is the thing that I'm pretty confident I either did it on video or on stream when I used to stream Master Duel. But I didn't even read this card, and I'm very confused as to why that worked. But we'll burn for 1500 and go from there. Going on to game 2, we are playing Shining Sarcophagus, except a little bit of a twist. We are playing Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic of Dark Magician Black Magicness of Blackness. Look, this card's still not good, but 98% of games, I would have liked to just get this extra body on the field for Shining Sarcophagus, and it comes up so damn much. I tried playing Eye of Timaeus again, which I remember doing before and talking about before in video. I just forgot that it doesn't mention Dark Magician. It mentions a Dark Magician monster, and so like, yep, can't be set off with this guy, and so it's just a brick. But even so, I can still use this and Super Polymerization to go into Dragoon. So it's not a bad shout. There's a lot of people that play dragons in Master Duel, so I'm not against it, and it's just not a bad card, and it comes up as a body on field a lot of the time anyways. It's really not a brick regardless, though it definitely is. If I play against Labyrinth, a lot of the time they can hand rip me, and if they hit this card, it still does stuff, but that's like so situational that it doesn't really matter and isn't even worth taking into consideration with this effect, unless Labyrinth were a predominant deck, which it just isn't in Master Duel, but I still see it more often than most other decks, which hurts my heart. But it doesn't really matter. I took out one Shining Sarcophagus, or King Sarcophagus, to put this in, but I figured with Walls of Imperial Tomb and 2 King Sarcophagus doesn't matter anyways. I'm only playing the second King Sarcophagus in the first place, because Gandora does blow up my own King Sark a lot. And so yeah, my opponent has selected to go first, and this hand fucking blows. Hero lives. Specialing Elemental Hero Stratos effect, adding Varys. Tributing Varys. Or, yeah, because he didn't normal summon yet. For some reason, he decides to tribute to summon the Ferris. And I imperm the Ferris because I'm ass. I, for some reason, decided not to imperm the Liquid Soldier or the Vion that he would set. I believe it's Liquid Soldier, right? And then Liquid Soldier specials Vion? Something like that. But he contributed to Dark Claw, which, fuck that card. That card should just be banned, but whatever. Places the increase. That's what it is. Increase. Which, you know, still a Dark, so you still could have dodged the imperm going into Dark Claw regardless because you have Mass Change, but I guess it didn't matter when it came down to it, but the imperming was still on the incorrect target. Vion can banish to add a polymerization, as well as send from deck to grave O'Malley. Links 2 into a Cross Crusade. Frankly, look, I'm going to be honest, I don't like heroes. I said it at the beginning of the video, I just don't like heroes. I don't find them interesting like to look at. I don't think they're very cool looking cards. I don't think they're fun cards. I don't think their effects are interesting. Aside from like some of the extra deck ones, but even then, nah. So instead we're just going to skip through this. DPE off of Polymerization, that's surprising. Mally effect to banish. Summon Mally from deck. Links 3 into Infernal Devicer, which is going to reveal from the extra deck a Shining Wingman adding Elemental Hero Neos from deck to hand. He can use the effect of Denier, summoning itself, effect on summon to place the Mally back on the top of the deck, and then he can link again into a Wanda Duraiva. Effective Malicious to banish and summon Malicious. Effect, because it was special summon to add a Polymerization or Fusion spell, add it to the field. Fusion again, Polymerization, the Neos, and that into Sunrise. Sunrise effect will add Miracle Fusion from deck to hand. Then he's going to activate a Miracle Fusion, banishing a few from the graveyard to summon into Infernal Rage. Flame Wingman to add a favorite contact from deck to hand, setting 2 cards and passing turn. It still took forever, even at double speed, but okay. Maxi I'm so glad I drew this call by. Fuck you on a personal level, you piece of garbage, you piece of fucking garbage, you piece of trash-ass garbage. I was thinking it'd be really funny if I could take the Dark Law, but he must be fusion summoned, or it must be touched with my mass change, so I can't go into a Dark Charmer and like that. As funny as it would have been. Banishing that Max C, we'll go standby phase and main phase. We're going to activate Future Silence to add one from deck to hand so we can bait on an Ash Blossom, adding Gandora. Now he thinks we have Shining Sarcophagus. While normal summon Gadget Trio, declare its effect to add Shining Sarcophagus from deck to hand. Activate the effect of Shining Sarcophagus to add a card from deck to hand, being Turn Silence. Now we can do the effect of Dark Magician to summon itself, and the effect of Gandora to summon itself. On Special Summon, my opponent's going to use the effect of DPE to destroy a card. We're going to chain Turn Silence, targeting my Gadget Trio to make it level 7. Then he's going to chain Favorite Contact to Fusion Summon by shuffling back cards from the Banished or Graveyard, I believe. Handfield Graveyard and or Banished. Fucking hell. It's kind of crazy, actually. Summoning into Shining Wingman. Turn Silence negates the DPE, which is good for me. But Shining Wingman can activate its effect to pop cards up the number of different attribute monsters in the field, I believe. He targets my Shining Sarcophagus, which can't be destroyed by monster effects. It's really weird that he did this, because he read this for a minute and a half, but decided not to pop the Dark Magician, and instead pop the Shining Sarcophagus, and not the Gandora and the Gadget Trio. Sure, whatever. We'll pass our turn on this. We are in a bad spot. Hopefully we can bait him into just attacking, because I don't have much. Oh? He's Link Summoning. Don't be an SP. It's not an SP. Cross Crusader is going to use its effect, targeting a Destiny hero in the graveyard to special, being Denier. Denier is going to place the Malicious back. He's going to use its effect tributing to summon one or to add one from deck to hand, being Honest Neos. Malicious effect is going to banish to summon another Malicious. Then he's going to link those two up into a link 3 being Dread Decimator to give his Shining Man even more attack. In battle phase, at the start of the damage step, or actually, what does damage step do? It's attack declaration. I don't know how damage step works. Damage step 3 is damage calculation. Damage step 4 is marked for destruction. I don't really get it. But damage step 2 is going to activate Honest Neos. I believe it gains 2500 attack until the end of this turn. So Shining Neos will go up. But at damage step 3, we can banish Turn Silence to negate the attack and end the battle phase. Good for me. I live another turn. Drop a turn, draw the Shining Sarcophagus again. Not great. My opponent activates that shit. Again, not great. We will go main phase, effect of Shining Sarcophagus, adding from deck to hand Archfiend's Advent. Now, we'll normal summon Archfiend's Advent, declaring its effect to take control of the Shining Wingman. DPE is going to use its effect to destroy one card on the key controls and one card in the field. Sure thing. Cool with me. He's going to target his Shining Wingman and my Archfiend's Advent, which I thought was a weird decision, because, I mean, I guess it's not weak to a call by or Abyssal or something, but, like, why? Why even target this? Shouldn't you just target? Alright, because I'm still going to take control of this, so it felt like a weird decision. But Shining Wingman goes to my field now, and I'm going to link 2 into an SP Little Knight and use her effect on summon to target and banish the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, getting that out of the way forever, and we'll end our turn. Still don't have much, like, at all, and this needs to be destroyed by card effect, so, yup, he's going to attack into the SP Little Knight, getting her out the way. I'm going to go main phase 2. I need to draw into, like, an Imseti or something right now in order to win, and, oh, there's an Imseti! That happened so much. It really did happen a lot of the time. Every time that I needed an Imseti in my hand, and I was like, I cannot win this game unless I draw an Imseti, when I was playing my rank climb, trying to get to Master Shining Sarcophagus, every single hand that I needed Imseti in, like at turn 3, I was like, please give me an Imseti. I drew this fucking guy, and it felt awesome. Shining Sarc will add Gandora to hand. We're going to use Gandora's effect to summon itself. And now, Gandora! Giga Ray Destruction! Blowing up everything, including a Call via Talents and a Fusion Destiny, which I feel like he could have done something at least, but okay, sure. Shouldn't you have tried to bait out something with SP Little Knight Talents, draw 2 cards, or take control of a monster I control? I don't know. There's something you definitely could have done, but just chose not to. Considering you had the talents, you didn't have to attack the SP. Because I would have absolutely played into the talents there to just stop you from setting up even more to kill me. But hey, my opponent now surrenders with a level 9 Magician Zero on field, and then I get the Imseti stuff, so we were not losing that game from there. And before we get into the next replay, here's the deck list for it, which is my Skull Servant deck, which was really fun. And like I said, I hit Master with this deck. Genuinely do think it's actually a pretty decent list. It's really annoying how frequently I draw into multiple wolves. I don't get it. I draw multiples so frequently. And like, yeah, everything in my deck is a 3-up. It kind of has to be. But like, how? It's 60 cards. What is the likelihood of me seeing 2 of the same card, right? Like, that doesn't make sense. How am I seeing 2 fucking Thrust? How am I seeing 2 Skull Servant? How am I seeing 2 Skull Servant, 2 Lady in White, and 1 Mizuki constantly? How does this keep happening? It don't make sense. I also see Grass is Greener a bit too much sometimes. And then other times I won't see it or any of my spells at all. It'll just be monsters, which again, that's just math. It makes sense. It's like 65% of it is monsters, so you know, sure, whatever. Going second, my opponent going first, ENTP Legend. I'm actually an ENFP. Starlight Stay for normal summon, sending, adding Collapse Serpent. Oh my god, it's Dragon Link combo. I also don't like Dragon Link. Could you tell that I don't like combo decks that do the exact same thing and on the exact same end boards as they always have, but just adding new cards into it or like one extra card on the end board? No? You couldn't tell that? That's interesting. Because every combo deck does that, and I play only combo decks, so I'm a hypocrite is what I'm trying to say. Adding Dragon Ravine, activating it. I'm also not pretending that I understand what he's doing. I understand what he's doing. I just don't want to read up all these cards or explain to you what he's doing because I don't care. BOUT Sector Launch, activating Brewis Worm, activating Summoning, and then you can use this effect, targeting to destroy to summon one, Synchros 10 into Dissipator. Not for own at least, that's pretty nice. I don't remember if he's talking to dragons at any point in time. Revives back the Striker, summoning's Pisty effect to summon back Black Metal, links 2 again into Dilingerous Dragon. Black Metal's not a once return, adds another Ed MD. Those two go off, and then summons it, or adds itself back to hand. Effect to discard to someone from grave. Goes from there, banish, summon again. He's just doing shit, man. Honestly, like he ends on a Borland here. He's got Black Metal adding another Red MD to hand, or a Red BM to hand. BMD. That shit does stuff. Lowers his level to 6. Synchro or links into Verte Anaconda. Links 2 into an IP Masquerena. And then Verte Anaconda effect setting Magical Eyes to banish the Dark Magician. Which I don't even know when the fuck that got there, but a Dark Magician was in the grave at some point in time. And then a Absol to make a Dragoon. Okay. I see. That was a great card to draw. We're going to use Super Poly, discarding my White Baking to take control of the Dragoon and the Borland. And I feel like this was a... Actually, I suppose this was an okay decision. Should I have taken Dragoon or Oh! Wait, no, I don't understand why I wouldn't have just taken Dissipate. I don't know. Who the fuck? I don't get it. Anyways, Regain is going to use its effect at targeting to revive the Truce Worm after White Baking. Oh, that's why I didn't. Because that... And I could just Super Poly to take control of the IP Masquerena and the something? I don't know what it would have done, but... My thought process just now was, I don't know why I took the Borland and Dragoon, because now Dissipator can negate the White Baking, but he did chain to Regained for some reason. I think that was a bad decision. I think he should have gone Dissipator effect. Oh, because his effect, his banish is shuffle back, destroys, my banish, shuffle back, negate. My apologies. I forgot how that works. I was going to say, if he does this, then I go Dragus Tapelia, then he goes IP Masquerena to link into an SP or something, banishes Dragus Tapelia, so it didn't matter. But no, that's not how that works. We're now going to Super Poly once again, now that the Regained summon back is out of the way, taking away the IP and the Dissipator to make a Mud Dragon, so that way he cannot target my monsters with the Druid Worm, or a Veiler or anything. We're going to send it to the grave of the White Prince, Mud Dragon effect, targeting, making everything dark. Activate Charge of the Light Brigade, ooh, that was shit. Dragon Link to hand. We're going to normal summon White Princess, effect on summon to send from deck to grave, a White Prince. Effect of White Prince to send 2 more. Effect of White Lord, chain 1. Oh. I don't know if I should have sent her to the graveyard, but I think I should have sent White Princess to the graveyard here for the extra mill, because we did not mill much here. We only really hit Wolf and Destrudo, and Snow, which of course is good in its own right, but definitely could have been better. Snow's going to banish 7 spells from the graveyard to summon herself out. That we can go into a link for immediately. We're going to use the effect of Dragus Tapelia to attaching to the Druid Worm to make sure that it is level 1. That way he cannot use it for any synchro plays later on. Then we're going to link 4 into an Apollosa Bow of the Goddess. And I think this was a bad idea. I think I should have kept the Dragus Tapelia and not the Mud Dragon here. But Mud Dragon also stops his entire deck because he can't target his own monsters, which are all dark monsters. So actually, no, Mud Dragon was the correct decision. There is a Lightsworn Grave, so we'll summon Lightsworn Dragonling, and effect on summon, sending from deck to grave Wolf. White Lord effect will banish from the graveyard to summon from the grave a Skull Servant, being king of the Skull Servants, which I believe has 9,000 attack? 11 or 12,000, goddamn! Regain, put back to draw 1, hit you into Nib, which we're going to activate Appaloosa. Hope to God you don't have a Veiler, please. No Veiler! Let's go! Even if he did, I simply would cry. Yeah, I'd just cry. So we'll go Battle Phase and attack over the Druid Worm for game. Not the Dragus Tapelia, or not the Verte Anaconda, but because the Druid Worm I'm having a stroke. Could someone help me? I'm so full of hatred. I chose to attack the Jewish woman, not the Anaconda, because I just fucking hate the Bestials. And it could have absolutely gone bad for me. I'm sure there's a rocket card somewhere that just it's like a fucking Honest or a Dark Honest, and this guy was playing it or something. But I just chose not to attack into the Dragos Tapelia and almost lose because of it. Or I could have lost because of it, because I just hate the Bestials. I just do. They suck. Well, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you want me to play the hero deck list or structure deck, let me know. I'll happily take it into ranked a few times, see what I can do with it. And if you are excited for the new selection pack, comment down below, let me know what you are going to play, because I am very, very excited to play the Azamina cards. I've always thought the Azamina stuff looked so cool. I'm a big fan of just straight up monster stuff. And so, like, seeing those things, those creepy skeletons, if there's anything, like, if you look at the games that I play, if you look at the way that I play those games, I always play like Assassin or like Dark Scythes, like that kind of shit. Kayn in League of Legends, Akali in League of Legends, just assassins, edgy looking characters. I don't care how cringe it is. I consider it cringe myself, but even so, I'm always drawn to just edgy or cool shit, man. Because it's cool for a reason. It's just a simplistic coolness. And that's why I like the Azaminas, because it's just not really grotesque, but just like edgy and cool and somewhat gross monsters. Just interesting creature designs. And I'm so friggin' excited to play with them. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had a wonderful day. And if you haven't, there's always the rest of your day. There's always tomorrow, the day after that, so on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them, so give yourself time and things will improve. But you gotta work for it. Till next time, I'll see you all then. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye-bye.